Hey guys, so I was recently asked by one of my fans in regards to how to handle figures at odd angles. So I really just kind of want to cover some information in regards to this. I'm going to be blatantly honest with you. There's no gimmick. There's no this is guaranteed one shot or 5 steps to guaranteed wins, any of that kind of stuff. What I want you to understand is the information in regards to how to handle these situations. Something a lot of you may not be aware of, but a lot of these bars are actually color-coded. The red bars are more sticky than the white bars. This is not always the case, but it is a typical guideline for the staff to use. This allows them, for when they're setting up the machine, to a little bit more easily designate how to configure it. Another really big thing to consider is what the configuration is. If it's 2 bars, 4 bars, 5 bars, I don't really care. But if it's 2 bars and they're straight, sometimes you can flip the prize over to the front towards the camera. If it's that V configuration, that tends to be a little bit more of a problem for a lot of people. Basically due to the square boxes for like the EXQs getting stuck in between them. If it's 3 bars, they typically put that 3rd bar in there to kind of keep it from being launched forward or thrown over. Sometimes it's put at a slightly higher elevation to keep it inside or to kind of discourage you from trying to throw it towards the camera. Another big thing is the distance between the 2 bars. Do you actually think that it'll fit between the 2 bars, and how easily will it fit between the 2 bars? I know a lot of people don't really think too much in regards to that, because I see a lot of people play those really skinny bar configurations, and it's not a very good idea in regards to that. Typically, when Torba sees that a machine has been left alone for too long, they'll actually change the configuration and remove that old table because they aren't making any money off of it. Another big thing is the box wrapped in plastic. Sometimes you can end up with a yanking situation where the plastic wrap is adhering to the sticky bars. So really kind of pay attention to that kind of configuration information. Another big thing is, do the arms have a lot of closing strength? How far will the arms bend before it doesn't go around the box? There's a level of skill involved with this, guys. There's no real right way to do it. There's just some things that you learn along the way. If it's really strong, sometimes you can kind of scoot the prize and then get it to fall in between, especially when they're like really widespread bars. This makes it a lot easier to kind of pay attention to that kind of information. Another big thing that, as I said previously, people end up with that V configuration where it just doesn't want to move because it's stuck where the base is sitting on one bar and the other is resting, the one side is resting on the other bar itself. As a result, people tend to get discouraged because of this. What I would say to you is really offset the crane from the prize itself to try and lift one corner of it and get it to fall in between the 2 bars. Another big thing to pay attention to when you're trying to do that is one of the corners off of the other bar, specifically the one that's resting all the weight on it. Sometimes you can end up with wacky wins too, where the crane is super strong because it's either a new configuration or it's just how they designed it. I mean, there's just so much. I can't really cover all this in one video, so I hope that some of this helps you guys. It's really discouraging to see some people where they try the same thing 20 times in a row because they just can't really think of anything else to try. There's so many techniques out there: pushing, lifting, pulling. Just try different things. Not everything will always work, and not every time the same thing that did work previously will work. I know a lot of people will go after those EXQ figures and the DBZ figures that are in the rectangular boxes that have a less width. Keep in mind where the weight of what this prize that you're after is. If it's something that, say, the EXQ wedding figures, almost all the weight for those figures is at the base of the box. The wedding dress is super heavy. for any of you that have not actually won one of these or touched one of these. So typically going for the head is the better option because you'll get more movement because there's less weight there. Another big thing to consider is how far does the crane itself go down? Does it go down far enough that you can actually get the hook underneath of the prize? If it's not going down far enough, don't play that game. As a result of you playing it, they will continue to leave that configuration there. That being said, typically when they set up these machines, they usually test them. I'm not going to say always, but they do typically test these machines to make sure they are winnable. Not necessarily one-shottable, but winnable. That does mean that sometimes it's not what you think it is. Sometimes it's a push game, not a lift game. So it really takes a lot to pay attention to these kinds of things. Tools like Torba Prize Watcher really help you guys in regards to this. Another real big factor that I'm sure a lot of you haven't really paid too much attention to is, are the arms bent? And what I mean by this is, are they bent forward or backwards? Is one bent forward and one bent backwards? This affects how you actually approach the prize. If the left arm is really at an odd angle from the right arm, is it hitting the bar all the time? You gotta pay attention to these kinds of factors, otherwise you're just gonna end up wasting your money, especially with Torba raising their prices per the new prize tables and everything. Don't waste your money, guys. Really pay attention to where the claw sits. Is it low enough that maybe you might be able to knock it off if you go around the prize or something like that? I actually realized when I was playing this Rapunzel game that the claw was low enough that if I went around the prize, when it goes to the return position, it goes at a diagonal angle, it'll actually knock the prize off the platform. As a result, it gives me an easy win, even though it looks like I kind of screwed up or the lag made my claw go all the way to one side. I hope some of this helped you guys out. Please like, subscribe, share. I will do my best to give you more informatives, and stay tuned for more in regards to my next giveaway for April. Hope this helped you guys out, and see you guys next time. Hey guys, so for the month of April, I'm going to be doing my first mystery box giveaway. I want you guys to really kind of show some enthusiasm for this and comment whatever you want. In order to enter, all you have to do is leave a comment and subscribe. Any shares or likes I will definitely take. I want to get as many people involved with this as I can. There will be a minimum of 2 prizes. There may be more. There may be some candy involved. So really, I just want to see your guys' enthusiasm to try and get this going. I will try and give you guys more details throughout the month to try and tease you and get you to get more involved with this. I hope that Torba Tuesdays is something that you guys will enjoy. I'm going to try and give more informatives, and over the next month I will be pumping out a lot of content, so please stay tuned. I am going to be on vacation for the next month and trying to help you all out. So like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys next time on my next video.